Welcome back to Yahoo Finance. I'm Brian Chung, and it seems like some retailers are already telling people to get going on holiday shopping. In fact, I was actually just scrolling through TikTok recently, and I caught some really good tips on how to get a head start from your rich BFF, who talked about the idea of creating a sinking fund for holiday gifts. So let's bring in the star herself, Vivian Tu. Vivian, thanks for hopping on the show today. You got to help me out here because you're really saying that I need to get started like 10 weeks ahead of time on holiday shopping. How should I be thinking and budgeting out for this?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. A sinking fund is essentially a pot that you contribute small amounts towards over a longer period of time. This is super helpful because it lessens the burden of holiday shopping, especially knowing that the average American is spending $1,000 on holiday gifts every year. Um, Instead of going into credit card debt or foregoing your own necessities during the holiday season, a sinking fund's a great way to save throughout the year for something that actually matters. And if you do the quick math, $1,000 over a whole year is only $2.75 a day. So you could forego coffee every other day. I personally don't start until around, September. But even in that case, putting aside, 10, 15, $20 every single week is a lot easier than forking up $1,000 all at once.
Okay, that's probably super bad news because I literally just forked up a few bucks for this just now. But tell me a little bit about how you should be doing the spending from a financial standpoint. What part of your wallet should be using? Would you advocate for certain types of credit cards to try to rack up points as you're kind of thinking about all of this? What's the best approach?
Yeah, absolutely. When I'm Christmas shopping, I am trying to get as many cashback or rewards for myself as I'm going to be giving away to others. I really love using rewards and cashback credit cards, such as a Citi Double Cash card, where not only do you get a percent in cash back when you buy the product, but if you're responsible and then pay it off, you get a percent back then as well. Additionally, I love the Amex Platinum, the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I find that they have really strong redemptions. So when I do rack up my own points, I can then redeem them for travel or other goodies.
Okay, so and then also though, where are you doing your shopping? I know this might be a personal preference depending on who you're shopping for. I know in your TikTok you're saying you might budget out different things and might be buying different things for your family or for your work wife. Where are you doing the shopping this holiday season?
So that's a really great question. I feel like in the past 2 years, folks have been cooped up at home, and a big gift that I'm giving a lot of folks this year is experience, whether that be a trip to the day spa or covering their next flight for their vacation or a night at a hotel for their next trip. I think these are really practical gifts that anybody in your life could appreciate. And you can actually buy them last minute because you're not getting them right away. It's not a physical purchase, especially knowing that shipping times may be delayed this year.
And what's really interesting, though, is that experiences might be a way to get around some of these supply chain issues that we've been hearing, because some retailers have been saying you should get ahead of the curve when it comes to buying if you're trying to get, let's say, for example, a PS5 or something else, because there's like microchip shortages and all this other stuff as well. But I guess, just personal question. What are you zoned in on for this holiday season? Are there certain things do you feel like beyond experiences that like clothes or electronics? What are certain like categories that you feel like you're really focused on getting and are on your checklist for the season?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as we're beginning to slowly transition out of this COVID work from home environment, folks have let their wardrobes fall behind by 2 years. We may have put on a little bit of COVID weight. So I think I will be looking for nice staples that people can wear both in their own personal lives as well as to work, whether that be sweaters or a nice outfit, getting those ready. So when folks go back to the office, they have something to wear.
Are you one of those people that asks your significant other or your family, like, tell me exactly what you want me to get you? Because I always get nervous. I'm like, I want to keep it a surprise. I want them to be like excited because I got them something that I knew would hit the mark. But then sometimes I don't ask them. I give them something that they don't want, and then they just get all mad.
Yeah, I definitely asked for genres, maybe not necessarily like, oh, I want a gray cashmere sweater from XYZ brand, but I'll say, what are you in need of? What's something that's really practical and what are you going to use all the time? And when I get those broad sweeping sectors or genres, I'm able to then shop within those parameters.
All right, perfect. Well, again, you can catch all of our viewers can catch Vivian's content at Your Rich BFF on TikTok. But thanks again for breaking all of that down for us. We'll have you on again when we get a little bit closer to the holiday time.